Ah! Ah! Dear God in fucking heaven. I'm getting sick of this motherfucking hurry up shit. It's actually really pissing me off. But you know what? I'm doing it for the best of the view, the best of the viewership, that sort of thing. But it's actually annoying. I like having 2 minutes where I just kind of sit and I think and I just kind of mull things over. Now here I am fucking multitasking and I don't fucking like multitasking. My brain doesn't function that way. Never has, never will. So just give me a second here. We're just setting up shot. First and foremost, we're going to talk about baseball tonight. We have a couple of moves to go over, and then we're going to get into what happened in the world of the NFL. And then, maybe, just maybe, if you guys aren't on the naughty list, we might play a little game called Soma, or Don't Starve, or The Long Dark, or Balatro. Most likely Balatro. But anyways, let's get to the baseball moves today. The New York Yankees had a big signing today. Sage, did you hear about the New York Yankees signing their platinum wrench? The New York Yankees made a huge signing. Do you know who they signed? They signed this motherfucker, Paul Blackburn. Hell of a name. To a 1-year, $2 million deal. And the contract says he'll make $100,000 extra for 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120 innings thrown. So that's his incentives there to bring it up, I guess, to $2 million. Looks like him and former Blue Jay, they were very close. We let Ryan Yarbrough go, so he's going to go up against Ryan Yarbrough, who is kind of like a poor man's Eric Lauer at this point. This is a big signing. If you dig into the numbers like I already have for Paul Blackburn, he has been in the MLB he's going on his 10th season. And in 10 years, he has a 2.6 WAR. Most of the wars that he has fall in the negatives, actually. He's only had 3 good years. And by good years, I mean, we're not talking about the tire. We're not talking that good of years. We're just talking, okay years. He's got a 5 ERA. So this is so big for New York. I can't imagine that, he's going to have a bad season in the confines of Yankee Stadium. I really think this is the move that puts the Yankees, quite frankly, over the top. I think this is a brilliant move by them. So, shout out Yankees, Steinbrenner, whoever the fuck is making these moves here, and shout out Paul Blackburn. This is huge. This is a guy, Sage, that when we're doing our fantasy draft in ESPN next year, you might want to consider taking in the first or second round. This guy has that much potential. I mean, do I need to get into his strikeouts per 9? His strikeouts per 9 are 7 per 9. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. This is a guy, bona fide stud, and you only got him for potentially $2 million or like $1.2 million or something like that. So, I love this signing for the Yankees. I think this is the absolute bee's knees. We do have to pivot off of Paul Blackburn, though, and we do need to actually get to some real news. No offense to you fucking Paul Blackburn fucking fans out there. I don't really give a fucking shit. Now, Eugenio Suarez, who somewhat resembles Sage, I will say. I've looked at the pictures of both Sage and Eugenio Suarez, and I've been taken aback a little bit. They kind of look similar. Anyways, we'll get off of that right now. It looks like the Mets, also known as the Mariners. Sorry, I was thinking of David Stearns. We're not talking David Stearns right now. We're talking Justin Hollander. The GM, Justin Hollander, is kind of saying that the clubs remained interested in signing Eugenio Suarez. Eugenio Suarez has not had a great market, so I mean, if I'm looking to sign the 34-year-old who just had a mammoth season, I'd probably only look for 2 or 3 years. And if I'm the actual GM, I'm looking for 2 years because I don't trust Eugenio Suarez as much as I trust Sage at all. Either guy looks the same, kind of feels the same, kind of slimy motherfuckers. I don't trust them. So 2-year deals, that's what I've gone with for Sage with his platinum wrench, and that's what I would go with for Eugenio Suarez as well. So I actually think that it makes sense that this team, who really needs a right-handed bat, would resign him, especially after losing out on Jorge Polanco. That's just my opinion, though. I think he'll be back with the Mariners next year. What else we got for baseball news? We'll try to keep it short, sweet, to the point here. Well, we were literally talking about it last night. We were talking about, and I fucking hate these fucking names so fucking much. Muntaka Murakami. Muntaka Murakami signed a 2-year, $34 million contract with the lowly, pathetic, shithole Chicago White Sox. He's going to bat middle of the order for those guys. 25-year-old, I already kind of talked about his exit velocity. The problem is he does not offer much defensively, so he's going to play first base and DH, and he strikes out a shit ton. So I don't think it's a bit of a gamble, honestly. I just think it's it's a 2-year deal, so it's not like you gave him like a 7-year deal. He was projected to get a lot more. Actually, what we're going to do later in the week is we're going to look at, and by later in the week I mean probably tomorrow, we're going to look at MLB trade rumors top 50 and who's been signed, who hasn't been signed. He was pretty high up on the list, this guy from Japan there, so, and he was expected to make a lot more money. So we'll save that for tomorrow. But I had one more fucking point tonight with this guy. My fucking nose is bleeding a little bit there. That's fine, though. We'll keep going, keep moving along. Cats should not jump on you while you sleep, is my understanding anyway. Like I said, play first base, DH, strikes out a ton, so there's some uncertainty there. But this guy hits the ball as hard, actually harder than anyone in Major League Baseball that is 26 or younger. So that's pretty crazy. Now, Roto World, in their post today, seems to suggest that Bob Nightingale is exaggerating, or they might be calling him delusional a little bit. I can probably read what they said. So right now, I think there's a lot of connecting of the dots going on when Bob Nightingale is kind of reporting his shit, that sort of thing. So this is just what it says. I'll quote Roto World right now. So USA Today's Bob Nightingale says the White Sox are engaged in talks with the Mets and the Reds about Luis Robert Jr. They go on to say, this might be one of Nightingale's exaggerations, but Robert, who will earn $20 million next season, has already been linked to both teams and the Padres as well. So, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to read that. I found that funny when I was kind of reading through the article, and they call it one of his exaggerations. Bob Nightingale gets some things right, but yeah, I think he is wrong a lot of the time too. I do think that John Paul Morosi and that other one, John Heyman, again, they try to connect a lot of dots that like me, any other average Joe could kind of connect as well. Obviously, they might have a little bit more inside knowledge, but they kind of connect dots all the time as well. The guys I like are kind of like Ken Rosenthal and Jeff Passan. Those guys aren't really fucking around trying to get as much clickbait as these guys anyway. And there was a funny video I watched. I forget what it was. It was, I think it might have been John Paul Morosi. Someone was joking with him about like how he breaks fake news or something, and he took it really, really offensive. I don't know why, but you know what? If I can find that, I will post that to Twitter at Mr. Thunderful, because it was a very funny piece, actually. Anyways, it looks like if you were to obtain Luis Robert Jr., you'd have him for this year, as well as a club option to keep him around in 2027. And we did have kind of a big trade today. The Red Sox have picked up their first baseman for this season, Wilson Contreras. I believe he used to play a little bit of catcher. I don't know how good he was, but looks like he's going to kick between first base and DH. Now, the trade was basically for three relievers, or three, I didn't mean to say relievers, I meant to say fucking three starters. Probably all fucking future relievers, so I'm probably right. It's probably the Rain Man of me coming out. The star attraction of the trade from Boston to the St. Louis Cardinals is Hunter Dobbins. Now, Hunter Dobbins throws, I believe, 94 to 96 miles per hour, hits 98 with his fastball. I don't know about his other pitch. They say he has a 5-pitch arsenal, but if he was really that good, you wouldn't really be trading him if he was that ready. He actually did pitch in the major leagues last year briefly. Also, this other guy here, you have no idea who he is, Yokir Fajardo. No idea who he is. He's 19 years old from Venezuela. He could be probably the best player in the trade. Maybe he won't be. He's going to start in high A ball next year. And then they picked up another pitcher. Doesn't hurt to pick up all these pitchers. He was actually drafted, not last year, but the year before in the 6th round of the MLB draft. 6'4". Looks like he was actually, transition from bullpen role to starting role. Okay. Throws 92 to 95. Everyone does. So we'll kind of see what happens there. Doesn't hurt for the Cardinals, who are going to be terrible next year, to keep adding prospects, keep building that way, because they're not going to actually do a goddamn thing next year. So keep adding assets. I doubt they're going to be able to get out of that Nolan Arenado contract, because Nolan Arenado sucks, even though there's only like 2 fucking years left on his fucking deal. Give me a second here. JR Dry Ice gave me a call here. Hey, James Reddy, how you doing, bud? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, James. Hell yeah. All right. Let's get to the box score of tonight's game, which was Sunday Night Football. It was definitely a close contest. I feel like New England, given the circumstances, should have won by a bit more. Kind of interesting that both quarterbacks, Drake May and Lamar Jackson's passer rating mirrors each other, 102.5. I actually thought, even though Drake May threw for 380 yards, that he was an absolute piece of shit tonight. Did not think he performed very well. He had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had 2 fumbles, one of which was lost. I just don't think that it was a great win for him. I did see the stats tonight as well that the New England Patriots this season, I think it was for a winning team or that sort of thing. I'm not sure what it exactly was. Maybe it was of since 1999, but I think it was the Rams in 1999 had a 363 winning percentage for the opponents. Well, tonight, prior to the end of this game, New England had faced competition that had a 374 win percent. Now, I'm not going to hold that against them, but I will hold it against them when it comes playoff time. I think New England's been a great story this year. I love what Drake May does. I don't think he had a great name tonight or a great game tonight. I do not think he did anything to help himself other than get a win. I really just don't. I don't know. I don't think he moved the needle. I think they'll be knocked out early in the playoffs, but I think it's been a great season. I think Mike Vrabel was an absolute fucking idiot, and I do mean an absolute fucking idiot, at the end of the third quarter when it was a 4-point game, doing the fake punt, and then you whiff on the throw, you try to run, you get stuffed. I think that's absolute fucking dog shit. I think Mike Vrabel needs to be a little bit smarter than that, because you do that shit in the playoffs, you're going to get eliminated. Now, worth noting, most of the game, it was Tyler Huntley up against Drake May. Tyler Huntley was 9 for 10, had a 94 rating. I will rip John Harbaugh as well, or Jim, I forget which one it is. I think it's John Harbaugh that coaches the Ravens. In the second last series that they had play actions that they were doing, but they didn't have Derrick Henry on the field. So I thought that was really bad. I mean, Derrick Henry was great tonight, 7.1 per carry with 2 touchdowns. I get that he fumbled it. It has been a problem for him this year. But at the same time, no one's going to bite on fucking handing the ball off to fucking Keaton Mitchell on a play action. No one cares. Hand it off to a guy that's had 1.4 yards per carry against someone who's had 7.1. Am I wrong? Didn't think so. What else do we got here? We've got a shitty game to go over, and this was the first one of the day. The New Orleans Saints beating the ever-loved shit out of the New York Jets. Tyrod Taylor didn't play. In his place was Brady Cook for the New York Jets. He had an interception. He looked like dog shit. Breece Hall looked like dog shit. Tyler Shuck wasn't that good. Taysom Hill wasn't that good, but, Taysom Hill was that good. He was 1 for 1 passing with a touchdown, so he had a 158.3 rating. But anyways, let's not talk about games that don't fucking matter. The Jets are now still at 3 wins, so I think Sage will be happy to hear that they're still at 3 wins. This game, close. I mean, this is what I always feel about the Browns. Even though Shedeur Sanders' stat line was garbage, 2 interceptions. So again, he's still a few more interceptions than he has touchdowns passed. Only averaged 5.4 per throw. This game was kept close. I mean, Josh Allen had no touchdowns, no interceptions whatsoever. It ended up being a 23-20 ball game. I don't even know what the hell happened for fumbles, that sort of thing. I was not following this earlier in the game. But all I got to say is, these Browns are sneaky, man. They've got a sneaky defensive line, and, any single week, they can stifle you just a little bit. Now, they certainly did not stifle James Cook, who went off for, 120 yards on 16 carries with 2 touchdowns. But, yeah, Buffalo picked up their 11th win, and the Browns are still at 3. Now, this is never mind. The next game is what had Sage a little upset. And that's the Tennessee Titans, his favorite team, beating the Kansas City Chiefs 26-9. I thought you guys were only picking up your 2nd win of the season. I didn't know it was your 3rd. Okay, that does change things. Now, Cam Ward only had a 34.4 QBR. I don't usually follow QBR when it comes to a quarterback because I think it's kind of a made-up stat a little bit. He had 2 touchdowns today, 122.3 rating, 8.1 per throw. Looks like he had a pretty good game, but the QBR says he didn't. So, Sage, tell me, which rating do you trust more? The 122.3 rating, that is our benchmark. It's our measuring stick. It has been for a long, long time. Or the QBR of 34.4. So Sage says he trusts the eye test. So, okay, does the eye test fall more in line with a 122 rating or a 34 QBR? Keep in mind that a 68 or 70 QBR is good. A 34 is atrocious. So what do you think, Sage? Did it look like 120 or did it look like a shit game? That's all I need to hear. Because I didn't watch the game. I know you did. Sage says he thinks he was better than the 34. Do you think that he was worthy of a 120? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 228 yards. Feel that's a pretty good game. Well, especially given that he was 21 for 28, so that's a 75% completion. He was 8.1 per throw, so that means he wasn't necessarily dinking and dunking. Now, maybe he was dinking and dunking, and there was some yards after the catch. I mean, Tom Brady was well known for that. To me, it doesn't sync up. It seems like he had a pretty big game. And it's not like the Chiefs' defense is bad as well. The Chiefs' defense is actually quite good. It's their offensive line that isn't. So Pollard, man, Tony Pollard, 102 yards on 21 carries. Even Tajai Spears, 52 yards on fucking 13 carries. Pretty good game offensively, I'll say, for the Tennessee Titans. And for Kansas City, I believe Gardner Minshew tore his ACL as well. So we will not be seeing him until next year as well. And they were really not able to get anything going offensively. They were kept to 9 by a 3-win team. So we've already talked about their dynasty being ended. We don't need to talk about it more. We don't need to gloat. We don't need to shout about those sorts of things. All right. Next game we got here. I wanted to pick the Chargers, but I really felt like Justin Herbert's injury would have been the difference here. Now, Justin Herbert was phenomenal today from what I can see. 23 for 29, 300 yards, 10.3 average, 2 touchdowns, and 133 rating. Dak Prescott, didn't have a bad game. He was 21 for 30, 2 touchdowns, 116.5 rating. The running game really did not get going for Dallas today. Like, Javonte Williams only had 34 fucking yards on 9 carries. Almerian Hampton, I figured this would happen, just like Joe Burrow, etc., etc. Everyone got hot 1 week late. Almerian Hampton had a nice game, 85 yards on 16 carries with a touchdown. The Chargers improved to 11-4. Dallas falls to 6-8-1. Kind of an interesting game. I guess J.J. McCarthy got banged up in this one against the Giants. I was right. I was spot on. I said last night, I was like, you know what, motherfuckers? The Vikings will win because the Vikings are starting to play good ball. They're now at a 7-8 record, believe it or not. They've won, I think, 3 or 4 in a row, something like that. They've been on a good roll. But, J.J. McCarthy got banged up after throwing an interception. Somehow they won this game, but like I was saying, I predicted the Vikings to win by 3 or more, and they did. 16-13 against the lowly fucking Giants. And I don't want to toot my horn again, but I literally said, hey, guess what, motherfuckers? Tampa Bay is on a fucking decline right now. They're on a goddamn decline. And guess what? I predicted Carolina to win this motherfucker, even though Tampa Bay was favored to win. And I think that Carolina is the team to beat in this division for a little while. They're 8-7 now. That's a huge win. Now, I know they play each other in the last week of the year, but I think if Carolina wins, next week, they pretty much clinch it, don't they? I would assume so. I'd have to look into the semantics. Baker Mayfield only had an 80 rating. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. It's not that Bryce Young was like crazy today, but he had 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Unbelievable that a division is 8-7 right now, Carolina, and 5-2 at home. That's what's kind of funny about this whole thing. And it's going to bring me back to 2000, I believe it was 2009, maybe it was 2010. I forget the exact year. It was one or the other. Carolina's got a pretty good record at home, right? Well, I remember the time that it was the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. And who was it that crept into the playoffs with a 6-win season or a 7-win season? They were 7-9. Was it the Saints or was it the Seahawks? I forget which team it was. It was one or the other. I can't remember. But, they ended up winning a fucking game because they had home field advantage. It must have been the Seahawks. I'm going to type in Seahawks 7-9 postseason. Maybe it was the fucking... Yeah, the Seahawks made the postseason with a 7-9 record in the 2020 season, winning the NFC West, and they beat New Orleans, the number 4 seed. So I kind of actually feel like it could be possible. Carolina shows up as this garbage team and just beats the shit out of someone who's like really good, like takes out San Francisco or some team. You never know. Joe Burrow, I wish you had done this for me last week. Joe Burrow against the fucking Miami Dolphins was on fire today. The Bengals put up 45 points, whereas the Dolphins only put up fucking 21. Burrow threw 4 touchdowns, 309 yards, 146.5 rating. Chase Brown rushed the ball well. Jamar Chase obviously caught the ball well because Joe Burrow was on fire. And it looks like Quinn Ewers was playing for Miami. I don't know if was Tua injured or was Tua benched. Can you look that up, Sage? Anyways, regardless of what the answer is, this guy had 2 interceptions for 66 rating, so it was not the right decision at all. He was benched. Wow. So look for a divorce in the offseason between those two. And I'm not overly surprised by this game. I think this, though, is a big win for Jacksonville, who I don't think's had very, very many great wins this season, if I'm being frank with you. They did beat, the number 1 team in the AFC with who has a 12-3 record, and the Broncos 34-20. Trevor Lawrence looked great. 3 touchdowns passing, 1 running. That's a hell of a game there. Bo Nix threw for 352 yards, touchdown and an interception. It's a big game. It's still, Denver's favored to win the conference for sure, but that's a big win for Jacksonville. I mean, they're definitely taking care of business there, that's for sure. And in a game that nobody cares about, Atlanta won 26-19. Kirk Cousins, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Looks like he was dinking and dunking. I'm not going to talk about that game any further because I don't care. I remember this was remember last night we were talking about a 14-point spread, and I'm like, I don't really like these 14-point spreads, even if it's like, I don't know. I just don't like betting on 14-point spreads. But Houston did not cover the 14-point spread. In fact, the Las Vegas Raiders kept the game very close. It ended up being a 23-21 win for Houston, so that helps their playoff for sure. But C.J. Stroud just kind of continues to be mediocre. Their offense continues to be mediocre. Their running game doesn't scare me. Their defense scares the hell out of me. Between them and Denver, you might be looking at the top 2 defenses in the game, but you're running with guys that suck. They got that Marks guy. I don't know who Jawar or Jordan is. Nick Chubb can't move anymore. Nick Chubb hasn't been able to run the ball in 2 or 3 years. So, you keep a game that close with the fucking Las Vegas Raiders. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I just think C.J. Stroud is a fraud. And to me, to round this off before we get into video gaming, assuming we're going to play video games and not just Balatro, we've got the Steelers and Detroit having a great game. Now, Pittsburgh improves to 9-6. Detroit falls to 8-7. 29-24 game. I'm going to say a couple of things about this game. First and foremost, Detroit had no business in this game at all, in my opinion. They were down by 12 or 13 very late. I think 6 minutes, 41 seconds left in the game. And basically, they ended up scoring a quick touchdown. That's really good for them. Congratulations. But a few things to kind of take away from this. Chris Boswell is a great kicker. Chris Boswell missed a 37-yard fucking field goal. I get the snap was low. I get that the snap was low, but he missed a 37-yard field goal. So, a 37-yard field goal in Detroit doesn't play in an open stadium the same way that the Packers and the Bears do. The real teams do, right? So there's no wind to worry about. You can't miss those kicks. I'm sorry. That kick there would have put it up by 8. that would have really put more pressure on Detroit. Now, coming the other way, there were flags that decided the game, and it's a shame that flags decided the game. But I will say that the flags that were committed by Detroit were absolutely legitimate flags. So the one that had the touchdown called back with 21 seconds left, that was a pick play. That was a pick play, and it was at the 2 yard mark. That's a flag. They're going to call that. So, move off of it. Also, the Amon-Ra St. Brown push-off. That was a clear push-off. You can watch the film. If you need a link, I can find one on YouTube or Twitter, and I can send it to you. It's a clear flag. Now, to me, what was not necessarily a flag was the Kyle Duggar play, the one that actually extended the 4th down conversion and led to the 2 other flags. I'm not necessarily in favor of that being a flag. It was a bang play. There wasn't much there. I don't think it impacted the play. I feel like that one should have not been called. And it's not just because I'm cheering for the Steelers, because I was cheering for the Steelers, absolutely. You can put that up there and I'll tell you it was weak. I could tell you that every day of the week. Honestly, it was a weak fucking play. Anyways, let's just run through it. Aaron Rodgers, good game. Not a great game. Except the one thing I noticed about Aaron Rodgers, so yeah, you can look at his rating, 92.1 with a touchdown, 266 yards passing. The thing, though, about having a smart quarterback is checking into the right plays. So checking into the right play might mean that you hinder your stats in order to benefit the team. And he definitely did that. I mean, Jaylen Warren went off for 14 carries, 143 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's a 10.2 average per run. So, yeah, I really liked what Aaron Rodgers did, commanding the line of scrimmage. I thought he was awesome. Kenneth Gainwell had a really good game as well. 50 yards on 9 carries. Receiving the ball, though, he was even better. He was the leader with 5 receptions for 78 yards and a touchdown. I kind of like the Adam Thielen signing. If I'm being honest with you, oh shit, that sounds really bad. But, he had 4 receptions, 49 yards, and it seems like there's a certain chemistry between him and Aaron Rodgers. Not the same as having Devontae Adams where they could just move, one body part and they knew exactly what that meant. But there are secrets that they can basically tell each other about what's going to happen. So one was basically a cover. I think it was a cover 2, and it was up the seam a little bit, and it was wide. It was wide, so there was a little bit of a hole in there, and just kind of a motion basically told Adam Thielen that, hey, you're going to sit right in there, and I'm going to hit the ball right to you. And of course, it did work. I believe that was the 17-yard pass that was completed to him. A few miscues. We already talked about the Chris Boswell one. Darnell Washington fumbling at the 2-yard line. That was obviously a bad one too. Detroit was not as good as Pittsburgh. Detroit let, I believe, 500 yards, almost 500 yards this week against Pittsburgh, and a couple weeks ago they let over 500 yards to the Rams. Detroit is not a playoff team. It's unfortunate. I get that Kirby Joseph is injured. I get that Brian Branch is injured. You guys were injured last year too with Aiden Hutchinson. I get it. Maybe stop drafting fucking injury plagued players all the fucking time. But, Jared Goff was okay today. I think that his stats are a little bit inflated. 34 for 54, 3 touchdowns, 364 yards, 101 rating. I don't think he was as efficient as he usually is. It didn't help him, though, that his running game was non-existent. We're talking about David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jared Goff combining for 12 carries and 15 yards. I really feel like Dan Campbell should have done a better job in terms of running the ball. Like, stick to running the ball, because eventually you're gonna break one. You can't just give up on the run that early in the game. If you're asking me. So I think it was a bit of a mismanaged situation there, and that's all there really is to it. So, just trying to take a look here. I don't think we really have much more to cover for sports. Um, Let me see what the comments say here, because I know that people like to be fucking assholes, and they like to come on here. They like to bully me. They like to talk shit. But before I read their messages, because they can go fuck themselves, I'm just going to see if there's anything I forgot to cover here. Okay, we already went over that. Oh, yeah. DK Metcalf may or may not have potentially tried to punch a fan in the face tonight. I think it was more of a shove than a punch. I think it would be very stupid if they suspended him for it. But, yeah, they're trying to say he punched him. I don't think he punched him. If you need the videos, just let me know. I can send them to you guys there. All right. Let me read the comments now. Get this shit over with. No Belatro. Me and Sage will protest on your lawn if you ever play that game again. Well, if you protest on my lawn, I will take out the harpoon that I own and I will fucking shoot you in the fucking Achilles heel. That's what I'll do. That's my right as a homeowner now, is I can shoot you guys with a fucking harpoon if you come on my fucking... It says no trespassing. Protesters will be shot on sight is the sign that you see as you come up the road. And there's multiple signs. So try it. Fucking try it. We're not going to boo Belatro. We're not going to boo Belatro whatsoever. We're going to show respect to Belatro. Well, if you're a skinwalker, you're already dead, because I've got signs for those little bitches as well. So, you skinwalkers can rot in fucking hell. And die there, too. Alright, I feel like we need to get this going a little bit here. So, I'm going to get the game started. What game? I'll give you guys a poll. If you haven't hit the like button, you don't get to vote. And I can see who voted and who didn't. So, hit the like button, then you can vote. We've got 4 games. 4 games we can play tonight. We've got Don't Starve. We've got Soma. We've got Belatro, and we've got the Long Dark. So let's hear the votes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Don't Starve is good. You guys are going with Don't Starve? I literally thought everyone was going to pick Soma. Alright, I need concise answers. I've been preparing to play Soma all night. I've been warming up. I've been throwing my fucking football against the wall. And I've been getting ready for Soma. And now you're basically telling me I got a game plan against Don't Starve? I swear to God. I swear to God. What you guys do to me is worse than animal cruelty that was committed by Michael Vick back in 2006. Or 2005. Whatever it was. You guys are basically electrocuting dogs right now in fucking pools. It's sick. It's sick. Okay. You guys think it should be Soma, or do you guys think it should be Don't Starve? I think it should be Soma. I'm just throwing that out there. I think it should be Soma, Sama, whatever it is. But you guys do get the final call. I'll give you guys the final call. And then I take a fucking little piss here. And then we get our asses in gear. I gotta put some actually wood on the fire too. But no, that's not a sexual innuendo. The fire's getting puny. Actually, the fire looks like it might be almost fucking out. Wheel of Names. So what names are we putting on Wheel of Names, Sage? Are we putting Balatro on the Wheel of Names. Yeah? Are we putting Balatro? Alright. And are we going best, are we going best of 7, like sports? Is that how we're going to determine the game? Do you guys need me to share my PC screen so you can see me spin this? To know that I'm not rigging it like the NBA? Because I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably not going to do that. All right. Is it best of 7? Let's go. All right, let's click. Let's click. You guys tell me if it's best of 7. Round 1 is Soma. All right. Round 2 is Don't Starve. Round 3 is Soma. This is a big one right here. We're going into game 4. It looks like it's going to be Don't Starve. This is a big game here. 2-2. And Don't Starve has just taken the lead 4-3. And we are going to a game 7. It is Don't Starve by an inch. It's Don't Starve. I don't know, man. I've played Don't Starve before. Sage, you've never seen Don't Starve? Have you not seen Don't Starve before, Sage? I don't know if Sage has ever seen Don't Starve. Alright, guys, just give me a game. Because we're going to game again tomorrow. So give me a game. I'm going to feed the fire. I know the results say Don't Starve. But if you guys want Soma, just let me know. Soma is scary. Oh, thank God that motherfucker's moving. What the fuck are you doing up there, you little bitch? Don't fuck with me. You like being on top of a fucking fridge? Alright, let's go. Okay, so guys, are we going with Don't Starve or are we going with Soma? I'm gonna get Steam launched here. Gonna get my controller moving. Both games are compatible with the controller, thank God. I'm gonna start with Soma. I need to see what it's about. Sage says to obey the wheel of the names. All right. We're gonna go with Don't Starve then. It's a Don't Starve night. It's actually Don't Starve together. So that might require a new Wheel of Fortune. I put Don't Starve. I didn't put Don't Starve together. I'm just saying. I remember the Beefalo. Oh, Don't Starve. Why is it not responding? I'm not even joking. I'm not fucking around. I gotta close that program. Oh, what the fuck, man? It seems like even the Beefalo are like saying, what the fuck, man? Alright, let's go again. Yeah, they were stupid. Why is it doing this? I'm actually getting not responding. I got a holiday gift. Alright, here, let me share it. I'm gonna have to fix this though. I like the music. Okay, what am I supposed to do to fix this shit? It's fucking this. Okay. Now how the fuck do I go back? This guy pissing me off a little bit. Well, the screen's all fucked up. It seems. Give me a second. Why is the screen so fucked up? The screen just seems fucked. Sevens are good. Caves or no caves? It does not matter to me. Okay. Well, I guess I'm alone. Why is this being such a fucking idiot, man? Well, we'll still be switching over. If I can't just press A to move forward. Okay. Thank God. Sage, frig off, man. Don't give me that pressure. We're generating a world. We're gonna drink this one for Captain Igloo. This is a 7.0 Holsten Brauereg Festbach. It's a good beverage right there. James Reddy's gone for tonight. Ah, damn it. That's the wrong one Dan bought. Dan bought the wrong one. He bought the one that's a little too much like coffee. Alright, come on. Hurry the fuck up, world. Alright, you guys can help me pick a character. The Gentleman Scientist. I'm not going to pick the Firestarter. The Strong Man is good. I don't like her. Don't like him. Don't like her. Yeah, I like the Lumberjack. I love Lucy. The fuck out of here, you fucking... I could kill you if I wanted to. Fucking Wheel of Fortune and Vanna White, fuck off. I wanted to do Soma tonight, but here I am, listening to Sage. You know what's kind of funny? Nathan and Dan do not like this game. And I do not know why. They proclaim to like survival games. But guess what? This is a survival game. You see these resources I'm cutting? Oh, good flint. Sage says, I wish you were playing Soma instead. Well, Sage, you could have voted. I voted Soma. You could have voted Soma. Unbelievable. You know, Sage, that's Bush League. I'm gonna punch you right in the fucking mouth. That's Bush League. I think I saw a coon go up this tree up here. Oh, no raccoon. Arc Raiders is $46, Sage. I don't have $46. If you'd like to executively fund me, then sure, we'll play it. Raccoons will get you. Oh, Sage, I'll be buying a lot of games on December 24. When I get paid, I'll be buying games. Just trying to make sure I don't spend before I got it. I've got 9 items in my cart, though. Shut the fuck up, Lucy. Okay, soon dark time. Can't find a gold mine or anything like that. Okay, we're soon at dark. Let's keep moving though. Oh shit. Why is that there? Whoa, 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 they changed the interface. Why would they do that? Why would they do this? Oh my god. This is actually not good. Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, we're going to be playing Soma here in a minute. Why did they change that, man? Why are they changing this shit, man? What the fuck, man? Worked perfectly fine before. Oh, it's fucking annoying that they fucking changed this. Why would they do that? It was so easy. Like, left trigger meant. Why is it doing this? Oh my god. How do I scroll? Why is it doing... Oh. So I have to do this every time I want to fucking eat. Yeah, that's how mad I am. Alright, we got through a day. We will save this, and we're going to do the game I want to play. Because that was bullshit. That actually pisses me off. Holy fuck, man. What the fuck, man. Yeah, don't give me another gift. That really pisses me off. When did they do that update? Unfucking believable. Alright, well, let's get Soma on the go. I did not plan for that to happen, but that does piss me off. We got through a day, though. We got through a day. Okay. This is going to be our main event of the evening. Hopefully it's not frustrating. And hopefully, even though it's a horror game, it's not scary. Okay, let me go back here. Stevens, blah, blah, blah. Oh, why is this being such an asshole? Okay. Oh my god, you get these fucking errors, okay. Guess that's what we're here for, we're like tech support. Alright, Soma should be a go. So make sure the screen's actually normal. It's not. Why does it keep doing this shit? Alright, does that screen look fine now? We're going to keep it on normal. And let's go. Monsters are dangerous and can kill you. You need to think and sneak to survive. The way the game was designed from the start. Alright, so shall I be on normal? We'll start with normal. We'll see what happens. It does piss me off that Don't Starve changed something that I've been playing for almost 10 years and they changed it up.
Are you okay, Simon? I think you're bleeding.
Oh, that's nothing. It's just my brain can't stop bleeding from the accident.
Yeah, that's what happened to me the other day with Hopper.
Here, take this.
No, that's for later, for the scan.
It's green.
Ashley, I need to tell you something.
Simon, please don't make this weird.
No, it's not like that. Why now?
Who's David Munshi?
Why is there never enough time?
For what?
Christ. Yeah, I'm up.
Hi, Simon Jarrett?
Yeah, that's me.
My name is David Munchie. We spoke earlier.
The brain scan. I remember.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a bad dream. Are we still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind you to drink the tracer fluid I sent you. It'll help me capture a better image of the damages.
Don't worry, I got it somewhere.
Okay, great. Well, I'll see you in a couple of hours then.
Okay, see you soon.
Yeah, I'm sure that tracer fluid's, not for diabolical reasons.
Hey Simon, it's Jesse. You working this weekend or what? I knew there was something you were doing. Was it this weekend or next? Anywho, just shoot me a mail or something. Love you, miss you, mean it.
End of messages.
I swear, that guy has the memory of a goldfish. I even sent an email to remind him, didn't I? Where did I put the tracer fluid?
Okay, it's not tracer fluid, I don't think.
Come on, radioactive tracer fluid, where are you?
Oh, it's not in with the dishes?
Nothing but fast food. Should buy something healthier on my way home. I really should drink the tracer fluid before I go see Dr. Munchie.
Okay.
There it is.
This is good.
It feels like milk, but the taste, it's like sucking on a penny.
You've sucked on pennies, bitch? I don't think that's healthy. It's a good way to get iron, though. Or copper.
Nothing works anymore, I tell you. Conservative, my ass. They're good at everything. They're all sick. Oh, it's all a lie. A stinking awful lie.
Jesse,
Simon, what's up?
Should've hung up on
to
him.
the store today?
maybe later. I got the brain scan thing, remember?
That's today.
Knew you'd forget.
I'm sorry. Just send me a mail next time. I need these things in writing. You know that.
You know how we sell calendars? You should get one.
I have one. I just never write anything in it.
Maybe I'll swing by later. Depends on how long this scan thing takes.
That's cool. I'll just get Chris to help me out. Anyway, we're getting a new minion today. Thought you might want to come by, say hi.
Replacing Ashley already? That was quick.
No, it really wasn't. We've been understaffed for weeks, and you know it.
I guess it's been a while.
It really has. Like, a month already? Anyway, get the scan done, get good news from the doctor or whatever, come down to the store, say hi to the new guy, and lunch is on me.
Thanks, Jesse. I really appreciate your support.
Yeah, it's
Don't
about
wanna
time I
replace
got my
another
brain
minion.
injury
That's not
fixed.
It's a little funny.
No, it's not. Bye, Jesse.
See you later.
It's been long overdue.
Won't find me in a broken piece.
the fuck am I?
Hello? Dr. Munchie? Where is everyone? Thought this place would be busy. This is the place, right? It must be. Let's just call Munchie real quick. Great. Got his phone turned off. That's okay. I can figure this out. Can't give up yet.
Let's just do a little painting. Dr. Munchie couldn't handle the painting. Alright, so I found some extra time in the lab today. Unfortunately, nobody told us about the code change, so I called security, talked to Professor Wee to have him vouch for our project, and finally got a hold of some honcho over at Pace's, okay? But I'll leave a note. Okay, so we're just looking for a note. Where's the note? We need to know! I don't see a note there. That doesn't look like a note. Okay, where? If I was gonna leave a secret note, where would I leave it other than in their desk? Where is it? Why is this table here? That looks like John Wayne Gacy. Okay. Interesting. It's got to be around the desk, I'm pretty sure. Did I miss something? Was it 250? Okay, I'm pretty sure I know where the note is. Okay. Does it not look like the note should be like 250 something else? That's what it looks like to me.
Dr. Munchie? Can you hear me? Hello? Alright, we need a code.
Okay. Well, I don't like that he scammed me. Okay. Okay. Five, 6, 2, 3. Okay. Let's actually kind of look at this together here, because this is kind of confusing me right now. So I put 5, 6 because it's page 5, 6. $20 to $30 blurry. Oh, it's 2507. How is it not 2507? See, I can't pick up anything else. There are no other notes, so I'm pretty sure it's just something I'm doing wrong. Okay. That's not it. I can't pick those up. Does someone maybe want to get on Google and tell me what I'm doing wrong? Because I know I'm picking up the right note. I'm just not deciphering it or inputting it correctly. I guarantee you it's this note here. Like 2507, maybe it's 2501. That 7 was... It looked more like a 7 than a 1. Okay.
Oh, hi. Didn't hear you come in. Simon Jarrett, right?
Dr. Munchie?
Well, it's just Mr. Munchie, but I'm working on it. Actually, you're helping me right now.
Is this part of your thesis work?
Yeah, it's a study I'm doing with my colleague Paul Berg. We hope to design a gentle way to work with brain reconstruction to help people like you. Oh, did you take the tracer fluid?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Great. Well, we can start whenever you're ready.
That's good then, yeah. Let's start.
All right, let me just get this out of the way. You are Simon Jarrett, correct?
I just said that,
Toronto,
Munchie.
Canada, Munchie.
Born 1988, July 16.
Right.
Flat neurograph, version 6. Good. All files in order.
Will this hurt?
It's just a scan. It'll hurt about as much as getting your picture taken.
Indians thought cameras would steal their souls.
That's so. Well, let's hope they're wrong. Ready? Say cheese.
Well, I don't know if that's good or not. I'm not sure it's good. I think it's bad. I'm in the darkness retreat.
Hello?
Dear God.
Mr. Munchie?
Munchie!
Did something go wrong? This isn't funny. I'm not supposed to put myself in... This is kind of stressing me out. What the hell is this place? How did I get here?
Come on, Munchie, don't do me like that. Fuck off! Okay. What the fuck am I looking for? Some sort of access card? You son of a bitch. Sage, set me up! He told me it was gonna just be brain therapy. He didn't tell me it was this shit. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Yeah, you're fucking right, I'm throwing it. Okay, let's calm down. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. An Omni tool. Sage, is an Omni tool a wrench? Do I need to find a wrench? think that's what I'm supposed to find is a wrench. I'm so confused right now. Omni. Where the fuck am I supposed to put this shit? I'm so confused. Okay. Now I'm feeling like a fucking dumbass. Wow. What the fuck, man? Okay, I'm so... I don't see shit that I'm supposed to grab. Like, at all. Okay. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Holy fuck, man. I'm sorry, do you guys have any ideas of what I'm supposed to actually do here? There's a bunch of bullshit. Insert an Omni tool. Okay, well, I'm gonna insert my fucking tool into a fucking toilet. I'll be back. What the fuck, man? Ugh. Okay. Does anyone want to Google the answer for me? I don't think I can do it. Unless there's some other button I'm supposed to be pressing here. I'm not understanding. I've got everything here. This is the only thing that kind of looks like a computer part. And I can't rotate this either. Okay. I'm really not understanding. Like, am I supposed to build something like... Sage, tell me what the hell an Omni tool looks like, please. Okay. Oh, I've got an idea. How do you like that for a fucking Omni tool, Sage? Okay. Don't worry, I can smash that again, same way. Never mind. I guess I need some wire cutters or some shit. What the fuck is that doing? Okay. mind if I do. Okay, what the fuck? So I gotta get to the tech depot. This wasn't doing that a minute ago. Oh, God. That's where I fucking came from. Pretty sure I need that fucking hardware though. So we gotta find like some bolt cutters or something. I don't think that's gonna do the trick there. I don't think they're gonna be in here.
It's working better than expected. They're having a really hard time getting the doors open.
Hold permaseal as many as you can, rather not take any chances.
Roger. Did you cut off the factory floor?
All done? Should keep most of them out. I'm on my way to lock off the comm center.
Just make sure to leave a way out of here.
Trust me, I'll get you the data safe and sound. We just need to make sure we leave enough power running so we don't have to return.
I hear that. See you back at camp.
How did I do that?
Hey you. Can you talk? Can you talk like the others?
really making it difficult to move through a goddamn door. Yeah, okay. So I'm supposed to lean, but when I do what they say, it doesn't matter. I don't know. Do you guys got any ideas for me right now? Cause I'm just shooting blanks in my head right now.
Hey, you. Can you talk? Can you talk like the others?
I'm gonna guess that's no idea. We're setting owl icons. No, I literally have no idea what to do. Seriously.
Working better than expected. They're having a really hard time getting the doors open.
I'll permaseal as many as you can, rather not take any chances.
Roger.
I'm gonna have to call it there because honestly, I have no idea what to do right now. I'll have to, I guess, be smarter tomorrow. I'm really not sure. I'm about to get attacked. Seems we got a door open. I don't know if it's the door.
Ah, shit!
other door that I can't handle. That's a wrench. Could really use a fucking flashlight right now. So I gotta go back to the start. So don't worry about it. I've almost beaten the game. I have no idea where the fuck I am now.
Service console up to 3, including pilot seat activated.
Okay. Does that mean I can go through these goddamn things now? I've already been down here. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna figure this one out tonight, to be honest with you. I gotta call this here. That's all she wrote. We'll save it, we'll exit, and we will reconvene a game tomorrow. I don't know. That one seems like it's gonna be a doozy. It seems like a whole lot of puzzle for me, honestly. Sorry, Sage. I can't put this together. I can't formulate. I can barely see in there. And I had my Omni wrench, and apparently the Omni wrench don't mean a goddamn thing. So I'm gonna have to think this one over. Probably gonna have to go to YouTube and find some cheats or some shit. But actually, let me see how long this game is. It's probably only a 10-hour game. Hopefully only at 9 to 12, okay. So, okay. Yeah, I doubt that it'd probably take me 20 or 30 hours. That's my guess. Like, I barely got into this. It's going to take me 20 or 30 hours. Factors affecting playtime as per AI overview. Pacing. Puzzles and monsters. Getting stuck on specific challenges or monster encounters can slow you down significantly. Okay. It seems like a game that's going to take a long ass time. That's all I'm going to say right there. I'm going to watch this while I sleep tonight, and I'm going to speed run it tomorrow. I'll have it done in 4. That's my promise to you. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. We will stream again tomorrow, Sage. We'll do a video game. Probably that one, but I can't deal with it tonight, man. I can't deal with it anymore. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm going to listen to some Johnny Cash and go to sleep. Have a good night, guys, and go to hell, too.